What is often helpful is to keep a record of the relationships in a database in the form of a report. Now what I'm going to do is just move my tables a little bit because I really want to try and get this to fit nicely on one page. And so I'm just moving my tables a little bit closer, and I might even move them up a little bit. I really want to try to get this on one A4 piece of paper. And that'll do. To create a relationship report, what we want to do is go to the Relationship Tools Design tab up in the ribbon. And here's a button in the Tools group called Relationship Report. Now if I click this button, it immediately creates a report showing my tables and the various relationships between them. What I might do is put the paper into landscape, so I'm going to click the landscape button. And here's my report here. If I then close Print Preview by hitting the Close Print Preview button, I'll then be able to close this report, and it'll ask me if I'd like to save. So I'm going to click Yes. The name I'd like to give this report is RPT, All Relationships, and I'll take out the spaces. And I'll click OK. If I then look in my navigation pane, I can see in the Reports section, I've got a report called RPT, All Relationships for Class Management. And if I was to double click this particular report, I can see that I have a report indicating the various tables in my database, the fields that they contain, and how they relate to each other as of this particular date. If I then close this particular report, I might decide to create another report. But what I want to do is hide certain tables. The first table I'd like to hide is the Instructor table. So I'm going to click on the Instructor table, and in my Relationship Tools Design tab in the ribbon, I'll choose the option to hide the table. The table's not deleted, it's just hidden from the window. Another table I'd like to hide is the Assignment table. So I'll hide that table also. And I'd also like to hide the Result table. So I'll click the Result table and click Hide Table. And this is a different separate second report that I want to save. So I'll choose the Relationship Report button. Here's my report here, and there's no need to change it to landscape. Everything fits in it nicely. So I'll close Print Preview by hitting the Close Print Preview button. I could just close the report and it'll ask me if I'd like to save, or I can hit the Save button on my Quick Access toolbar, or QAT. If I hit the Save button, I'll be able to give the report the name RPT, and then Student and Class Table Relationships. You can name the report anything you like. These are just the names I've chosen. And I'll click OK. And I'll close this window by hitting the little X. And now I have two reports in my navigation pane. If I double click Student and Class Table Relationships, this is this report, and I can close that. And now I'd like to close the relationship window entirely, so I'm just going to hit the little X again and close the relationship window.